Time to get real honest. I'm going to be talking about 5 negatives of things that are going on right now in Portland, Oregon. Yes, I'm talking politically. We're going to be talking about weather. We're going to be talking about really all the negative things about Portland, Oregon. I'm just going to put it all out there and see if you can handle these 5 negatives. We're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Living in Portland team. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, and those 5 negatives, then make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. And we are honestly getting so many phone calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving, relocating here. We absolutely love it. So thinking about moving anywhere in the Portland metro, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to Portland and Southwest Washington. So I've done a couple of these videos, and I'm not going to sit here and just tell you how terrible things are and never move here. What I found out is that you guys like a little bit of honesty. You're most likely making the move here anyways. You kind of just want somebody to tell you what's really going on. So I'm not going to do this and just paint the town negatively. It's all perspective at the end of the day. Unfortunately, a lot of the locals who've been here their whole entire life and aren't really leaving, they're the ones who are like glass half empty. You know, you get new blood in here, you get new people, and you get people who are more of the half glass full, kind of like me. My beer's always full, and hey, it just is what it is. But I'm just going to kind of paint these 5 things that are really going on right now and that you're going to expect here in Portland to see if you can handle it. Again, I welcome you to comment down below anytime I may spark something in you. Number 5 on the list is the politics. Right now, in fact, I didn't even know this up until, I was talking with Jesse, business partner here, about 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Oregon was a red state. Things have definitely flipped. I am not a political person. I'm not somebody who sits there and watches what's going on in the politics. I really don't care. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm doing what I love. Living in the beautiful Northwest and having an incredible city to go, food, restaurants, bars, sporting events. I just love it. But politically, drives me freaking crazy. You're going to see it. You see it on the news. It's not like it's painted into your face all the time, though. That's the one thing I want you to know. You can have your own belief systems. You can have your own political beliefs. And really, it's not an area that is just blasted into you all the time that you need to be this, you need to be that. In fact, I don't hear it really ever at all. A lot of the people moving, relocating here, you're not going straight downtown. You're kind of residing more in the suburbs and outside, and you're going to see a complete mix of diversity and people from all around the world here. And, a lot of just real friendly people. But, what's going on in the government? Hey, and as of January right now of 2022, they just put our kiddos back into, virtual learning. So something that kind of drives me nuts, but it is what it is, right? And you're going to have, obviously when it comes to mask mandates and stuff, we're going to be dead last, Oregon, California, some of these areas. So if that absolutely drives you crazy, you may want to avoid moving here. And lastly, again, I'm not going to go political and this side, that side, but it does seem, with some of the posts that are going out there and what you see kind of in the news, that the laws that our government and everything is enabling is kind of enabling what you see on the news with the riots and the trash on the side of the roads and stuff. It's unfortunate, but again, what's your side on that? Comment down below. Number 4 on the list is that mask mandate and the virtual schools. Again, this is something, again, we're going to be dead last, in the United States when it comes to releasing, not wearing masks, kids going to school. Kids were back in school fully, and I fully expect them to go back in here in the next week or two, and it'll just all be behind us. The kids are striving through it, but at the same time, we are going to be last. That's something that if it's going to drive you absolutely crazy, you may want to think second about, when moving to Portland, Oregon. Some people are on the side of it. Hey, let's just protect these kids. Let's protect ourselves. Let's keep them out. Let's put them at virtual school. But I'm also a realist. Hey, that only works for some people. Some people got to work. So we got to be, careful when we only take one side of these things. You really got to live into other people's or take a few steps into with some. What the hell am I trying to say? Take a few steps in somebody else's shoes. But just know that, in Oregon here, especially Portland, we're going to be kind of last when it comes to these mandates and them lifting. Number 3 on the list, this is something I hear over and over and over again. We've helped over 100 families move and relocate here. So when it comes to relocation specialists, we definitely are top notch, but a lot of them talk about just how friendly people are. That's one thing you're going to, see around here is you're going to go into restaurants, into bars, shops, whatever, and people are going to talk to you. Yes, they will talk to you. I hear it all the time from clients. They're like, oh my gosh, I literally went in and sat down and had dinner, and people next to us were just friendly, asking us, where we're from, how you doing, that kind of stuff. I guess you're not used to that, but that is really the mentality here. People are just chill. Life's a little bit slower. People are friendly. And again, I like to kind of think about these things and analyze it. And, when you have an area that's not super small town, like where I'm from, when new people come in, they're like hated, right? This is a bigger city that is just kind of a melting pot. There's people coming from all around the world. We've got Intel, we got Nike, we've got massive employers here. So we are, recruiting some top talents, and these people come from all around the world. Just my neighborhood alone, there's just real, a lot of diversity compared to where I'm from, maybe not where you're from, but it just welcomes nice, friendly people. So if that drives you crazy, if you don't like people asking you how you're doing and getting into your business, then you may not like living in the Northwest, and you definitely might not like living in Portland, Oregon. But I will tell you right now, both east side, west side, north, south, whatever, you're going to be able to get into, groups and meet people quickly. That's what I love about it. I love quickly. Very, very quickly, you are inundated with, all of these new friends and these groups. And it's just really cool to be able to meet people really quickly. So the number 2 thing, if you get beat down by allergies, you may want to watch yourself when you come to Portland, Oregon. We've got 4 seasons. Not so much of a winter. It does get cold, but you are going to see some massive, massive amounts of pollen and blooming. That's what makes Portland, Oregon so beautiful, is all of that rain that you see, is going to make all the gorgeous foliage. So allergies are a thing that we've noticed, with people who come here. It's going to be a spike. It's something you may want to look into if you have terrible allergies, like, hey, I'm going to the Northwest, I'm going to the PNW. What can I do to prepare myself? Is there different allergies? Because you're going to get hit pretty hard. It's a gorgeous spectacle. You have the Rose Garden right downtown. Even if you head down like Wilsonville, Salem, they have I'm going to get killed on this. What is it? It's the big Rose Festival or whatever it is. Comment down below. What the heck am I talking about? But anyways, you got fields, flowers everywhere. You got trees, you got pollen, and you're going to get your butt kicked with allergies. So it's something that I've really noticed. And me, even being from North Idaho, born and raised in this kind of environment, it's even a little bit stronger, it seems, in Portland. Like, the vegetation is right freaking there. So allergies may kick your butt when you move here. The number 1 thing, and this is what everybody talks about, is the weather. Can you handle all of the miserable rain that we get here in Portland? I'm here to tell you right now, it ain't miserable, and it doesn't rain that much. Does it rain a lot? Yeah, but it's actually more of a sprinkle. In fact, if you look at the national average, it only rains right around 30, 33 inches a year. So that is right at the national average. It's just going to rain more frequently. You're going to find, 100+ days of rain. A lot of times it's in the morning, it's sprinkles, and people go, oh my gosh, it's so gray in Portland. You're going to need to take all these pills so your skin doesn't just completely deteriorate and turn white. I don't know. I've never had to do that. Do you get a little pasty? Yeah, you get pasty here in the winter. You may not get all that sunshine. But again, my whole, life of growing up in North Idaho was we had 4 or 5 months of snow. So it's actually the easiest weather that I've ever lived in Portland, Oregon, because you don't get snow. Well, maybe you get a skiff and it shuts the whole town down. It's pretty funny. The summers, you get plenty hot, so you can go enjoy the lakes, go swimming, but it's never like just brutal, humid, none of that. It's just a strong heat. You'll get a lot of straight up 90-degree days, so it gets hot here too. But those springs, those falls, it's just a really moderate temperature, but it does rain, quite often here. So if you can't handle the rain, then it's not going to be an area that you're going to like as well. Again, it's all perspective. I'm a glass half full guy, having one of the greatest times ever in Portland. There's so many things to do. I'll never get to it. Friendly people, great school districts, a lot of food, brewskis up the yin yang. Portland's a killer place. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. But the most important part is knowing which area to live in, because there are so many different diverse styles of living in Portland that right there will either make or break your lifestyle here in Portland. That is what we've mastered, helping over 100 clients move and relocate. What the heck are you moving here for? What the heck kind of lifestyle do you like? What kind of lifestyle do you not like? We can help pinpoint you into the perfect spot so that you have the ultimate lifestyle right here in Portland. But the only way we can help you is you got to reach out to us. You've got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to Portland, Oregon. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.